What's up, family? In today's video, we'll be looking at more creepy and strange TikToks.
So if you use alcohol, that boosts your dopamine, serotonin, and GABA. Use opiates. That boosts your dopamine, norepinephrine, endorphins, and GABA. Where do we see these neurochemicals? Oh, these are the neurochemicals that an ADHD autistic brain naturally lacks compared to the average. Oh, so what is actually happening there with an addiction? It's your brain trying to get these chemicals back. And when the person is drinking or using drugs to the point of every single day, that tells me of the severe lack of the dopamine, serotonin, and GABA, because it's gotten to the point where your body doesn't even care about the consequences. It just needs this stuff and these are neurochemicals that you need to survive. You will not live long without these neurochemicals. So your body is trying to desperately make sure it stays alive that week. In doing this by getting these neurochemicals back through these addictions. And it's going to choose the easiest thing to get.
I mean, it makes sense, man, don't it?
Have y'all never heard of redlining? You know redlining is listed as a conspiracy theory. Damn. I got family members alive right now who can tell me about the redline system and how it went on. And this is listed as a conspiracy theory.
They use a hypnosis technique called fractionation, which is where you bring somebody up and like you'll see one of those videos of a grandpa holding his grandbaby, you know, like that makes you almost cry. They'll pull you down into that. Then they'll punch you back up like 2 videos later, and you'll start to notice this. 2 videos later, it'll be a riot, someone robbing a store, fist fight, a car going way too fast, flipping off the road, an airplane almost crashing. So they get you up and down and up and down. And the more I can do that, this is proven that ramps up suggestibility. The more I can get you up and down, up and down. And what happens after you get like 4 or 5 cycles of up and down? You get an ad. And it's so reliable.
Yo, is TikTok really putting us all through hypnosis? Is that what's really going on? We all getting hypnotized into TikTok? I mean, I can see it. A lot of people are vulnerable. And when they watch these videos, they are, like he said, oh, yeah. And then brought right back down. Like the moods change a lot. And then you can go through TikTok for like a whole hour. And then you're like, man, wore out.
He pulls out his cell phone and he says, what do you think of this? And I think I sent you these photos. He shows me this photo of these 2 guys on a painting. And these 2 guys are flying through space on this painting. And they look like they got pajamas on. One guy's older than the other guy. There's no signature of the artist or anything like that. He says, what do you think of this? And I go, I don't know. No idea. 2 guys flying through space. I don't know. And then he shows me another photograph of these balls all going down this tunnel. And I go, he says, what do you think of this? So I don't know. The ball's going down a tunnel. I don't know, Tim. I know you should. And then he shows me another one, this eclipse thing, where the eclipse is taking place. And I know what you're talking about. And then he shows me this photograph, and it's like a screen on the outside of a building, and it has all this the outer space photographs on the sort of like the planets and galaxies and stuff like that. And I go, I still know what you're talking about. And then he shows me the catcher. He shows me this car on top of parkades. There's 2 buildings. And this is 999 Sepulveda Avenue. I think this is all still intact. It's right outside of LAX. You can see the runways from LAX from there. 99 Sepulveda Avenue. There's 2 buildings and there's a parkade in between. So this is on the top floor of the parkade. And it's like a 56, 57 Chevy sitting on top of this parkade, sort of all by itself. And then he shows me, and you can see something in the back seat. He says, see that in the back seat there? And I said, yeah. He said, you know what it says? I says, no, what's it say? He says, I wish I could travel through time and space to be with you. And I go, that's what it says? Yeah, that's what it says. And so I go, I still don't know what you're talking about. And then he says, you know what this is? I said, no, I don't know what it is. He says, this is the old Hughes Aircraft Building. I said, Tim, I still don't know what you're talking about.
Howard Hughes.
And then he says, this is where and I don't remember exactly what the wording was. He said, this is where the jump room was, or this is supposedly where the jump room was, or I don't know if he clarified that this is for sure. And I go, really? Can I see the photographs again? And he shows me the first one with the picture of these 2 guys flying through space. And he says, you know where that one is? And I said, no, where is it? He said, right outside the elevator. I said, that's right outside the elevator. So of course I thought this was like a garbage story. Like, I mean, nobody would believe this. Obama going to Mars and all this stuff. I go,
sure.
Maybe this story's true. So I get Andy Basiago and I phone him up and I say, hey, Andy, I just got somebody showing me some photographs from the Sepulveda Avenue there. Were you in the front building or the back building? And he said, I was a young kid. I don't remember if I was in the front building or back building. And I'm thinking, well, maybe the story's true. And then it was years later, I'm sitting there, I'm going, what the heck was Tim Taylor doing there? If this is a garbage story, why is this high-level guy doing at this building? There must be some truth to the story. And then you hear the stories that Jesse tells about him
Townsend Brown stuff,
this obsession with time travel and stuff like that.
This is
Is that a time travel spot? 999, so whatever he said, Avenue? Man, look. It probably is, man. Time travel is probably really, like, people can probably jump to different places by now. Like, I'm sure they are jumping and messing with things, taking cornucopias off of Fruit of the Loom shirts and stuff. You know what I mean?
our clock, right? Our normal clock that we have 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? In the concept that we are using, there are only.
What if people are like traveling back in time and, you know, seeing a brand before it starts or something, and then just like saying, oh, this is my brand and I started this, you know, and that's why we get these Mandela effects, because people traveled back in time to make themselves rich and become the owners of certain things that we got. I don't know, man. My mind just said, just randomly thought of that thought. I don't know why. Probably because, like, anytime I think of time travel, that's the type of thing I'd be thinking about. Like, man, if I could time travel, I'd go back in time and I'd be the one to invent this idea. As long as I can keep my mind that I have now, I'd be like, I'd write these songs. I'd be this. You know what I'm saying? You guys ever seen Hot Tub Time Machine? I think they did something like that in there. Like, that's, yeah.
The numbers 1 through 9, right? There are no other digits. Anytime that you get to a digit that is a double digit, what you will do is add those digits together. For example, where it gets to 8 plus 8, instead of 16, you take that 1, you take the 6, you add it together, and it equals 7, right? This is called vortex math. 7 plus 7, instead of 14, take the 1, take the 4, boom, it becomes 5. 5 plus 5 equals 1. And then look, we started with 1, ended with 1. This is the loop of the universe that goes on forever and ever. Tesla was explaining, if you can understand the 3, the 6, the 9, then you can unlock the secrets of the universe. Well, in here, just to start with, we have a 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. We're missing the 3, the 6, and the 9. And to map that out, you can see in this orange, 1 plus 1's 2, 2 plus 2's 4, 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 8's 7, like I said, 7 plus 7's 5, 5 plus 5 is 1. This is the pattern of the universe. This 3, this 6, this 9, they're special. They're out of that loop. The 10, the 11, the 12, it doesn't exist. Why? Because 1 plus 0, that's just 1. 1 plus 1, that's just 2. 1 plus 2, that's just 3. This shit isn't even there. If it's not there, we can redraw our clock to look something like this, right? This is what it should look like. And this is our basis for the human clock.
Did you realize that this TV right here is a Walmart tracking device to track you at home? Walmart bought Vizio Television. When they did that, they acquired millions of people's data. And more importantly than just the TV itself, they acquired the data system.
Wait a minute. I didn't know that Walmart owned Vizio, man. I thought I was getting a good TV when I bought a Vizio. I was like, yeah, I got me a Vizio. Man, now it's been tracking me.
Forecast and the data advertising platform that was owned by Vizio. So here's how it works. You pay $598 for the TV, you get it home, you unbox it, you plug it in, and you realize you can't operate it without a Walmart account. Actually, it says right here that a Vizio account is required for smart TV. And that's more than deceptive labeling, that's a straight up lie.
You'll be immediately redirected to set up a Walmart.
Okay, cool. I ain't got one of those Vizio TVs. I got one of the older models. Okay, I'm cool because I ain't got no Walmart thing.
And here's the sinister part. Like I said before, it wasn't about buying the physical TVs. It was about buying SmartCast. Any Vizio televisions that have been manufactured in 2026 require a Walmart account. And look at the deceptive pricing scheme. $238 for the TCL 50-inch and $178 for the Vizio. SmartCast is the operating system that lives inside the TV. It runs all your apps like Netflix and YouTube. It controls your home screen. And most importantly, the Add Data system. What it does is detect what you're watching, even from cable boxes, game consoles, or DVDs, and your cell phone connected to the Walmart app. Now they will tie in what you and your family watch, search, and buy to relentlessly market you into their store. Even more Orwellian than that, linking your TV to your purchases to your location. Now you are a probable target for personal product pricing adjustments set according to your needs or desperation. This is called dynamic pricing, based on your personal data. And the fact that a giant corporation like Walmart has laid the foundation for a deceptive controlling system just like this should have us all outraged. Does it?
Does it have you mad? Don't shop there.
Whoever said to put your sweet potato in the fish tank, I think it's working a little too good. Here's the top. We got a vine going out this way.
Yo.
Another vine going out this way. I don't think this is gonna work.
But guess what?
Wait a minute. Where'd she get her information from? Because I did all that and I was, man, I ain't need no sweets and healthy as can be. That's all I'm going to say. And I still lost it.
And let me tell you one thing. It's like if a black man is caught with something in the car or something, everybody in the car going to go to jail with him, right? But if a black man can play basketball or rap, only he gets the record deal. So meaning like if one black man does something bad, all the other blacks get caught with him. If one black man does something good, nobody else gets nothing with him. It's a reverse for the Jewish people, right? If a Jewish person could repeatedly fucks me on a deal, it's just them. It's just the businessman. It's not the people. It's not nobody else. But if a Jewish person does good, all of they people eat with them. That's one of the flips. I gotta tell you something. Where is a black guy that has a Jewish person signed to him? Point it out. Tell me that. Where is a black person that's signed to a Jewish person? All of them. Basically 90% of them. So what I'm saying is,
I mean, he be talking facts. That's all I can say about that.
No, you don't need to delete Instagram, you don't need to get a flip phone, and you don't need to go off the grid either. What you need is to master the trigger audits. Most people try and fight distraction with willpower, but they never ask themselves what's actually pulling me in. It's not just the app, but the trigger. That tiny moment of boredom, that awkward pause within your day, that habit of just checking after you finish a task. Think about it like setting a trap. A hunter does not chase animals all day. He figures out where they show up and catches them when they least expect it. It's the exact same for your habits, which is exactly why you're going to become a distraction hunter. Step one is you're going to write down what's tempting you, those specific moments, those actions, those moods. Next, you're going to set the trap. Replace the scroll with something frictionless but productive. Open your notes app, or do some push-ups, or step outside. Understand that distraction is not random. It follows a pattern. And once you see that trigger, you can finally break the loop.
Yo, everybody needs to do some of that, and we need to break this loop because, come on now. We know we all be device heavy. You know?
It's a piece of information that you learned that feels illegal to know.
If you buy an ATM and keep it in your room, you open up 100 bank accounts. Only the bank accounts that reimburse ATM fees. You get your debit card. All 100 of them, swipe them once a week. You set the ATM charge for $10. You're making $4,000 a month from 100 different banks. I'll do more credit ones because my other credit one went viral.
Wait, ATM in your house, fees, all that, y'all get the math?
Okay, I'm gonna prove to you right now that you're not your physical body. Use your common sense. Raise your hand. Just raise your hand.
Did your hand raise itself, or did you give the command to the body to raise the hand?
No. Hold on.
Well, answer the question. Answer the question.
My brain.
Okay, your brain gave a signal, right? So now, okay, your brain is an official entity, correct? Which means that the source from which the thought came would not be the body, because the body is the puppet. So answer the question, man. No question. Now I'm running over you. Listen, you are not the body. First of all, you are not the body. You saying it's pseudo, but you're not spiritually vibrating high enough to even transmit this knowledge. So first of all, second of all, calm down. Third of all, you are not your body. So therefore, your spirit ether body has a different food source than your physical body. If you fuse your spirit body or your ether body with your physical body, you can eat directly from the source. So the soles of your hands, the soles of your feet, the palms of your hand, these transmute energy. These are your 11 chakras.
Yo, back in the day when he used to be dropping those gems, for real. I don't know what Young Pharaoh be doing now. I haven't really kept up with him, but back in them days,
I'm obsessed with etymology because you got to really understand what they're saying with symbols and logos and why are we saying certain things, right? So like husband, did anybody know what husband really means? If you look at Webster's dictionary, right? So Webster's dictionary, he wrote something, it's called the American Dictionary of the English Language. So in that book, the definition of husband, this is the real definition of husband, means cultivator, means builder, means farmer, but it also means clown.
I mean, and that's what a lot of the whole idea of it, they pretty much make the husbands clowns.
So when you really think about it, you're like, wait a minute, why is every husband in every sitcom show the clown? Because if you look at Black's Law Dictionary, if you look at the Webster's Dictionary of the American English Language, the real definitions of things, people have no idea what they're talking about. Like black, if you look into the dictionary that I was talking about, American English Language by Webster, black means to make pale or to bleach. So, you know, human doesn't mean human.
Break that down.
Yeah,
I know
break that down.
I know where you're going with this.
Okay, human, you're a human being? No, you're not. If you look in Black's Law Dictionary and Noah Webster's American English Language Dictionary, if you look into human, actually means monster, because they created this word, Homo sapien, man, human, Homo sapien, right? Okay, right. Human is not in the Bible, because in the Bible it says man, mankind, children, that's it, right? There's no human in the Bible. So where did this come from? They legally made this because you're not human because you are human. You're actually a monster because the definition means monster, and I can do whatever to a monster. So I will tell everybody, go get Black's Law Dictionary, go get American Dictionary for the English Language by Noah Webster. Why do we have human resources at jobs? You already know you're human. Nobody's questioning this. That's what I mean.
Human resources. Well, who else is it?
Who else is it? I know I'm a human. You're a human. So
what else would
So
it
you
be?
have to define something else because you're probably different.
We're not ran by human beings.
This is not ran by human beings. That's what I'm saying. So
yeah, I don't think I've ever heard anybody even bring this up.
Yeah, why is it called human resources?
Yeah, like nobody's ever even talked about this.
But it makes sense now because now you know the real definition.
You gotta read the definitions. You
gotta read between the lines.
Yes.
yo, how many different types of people are there? There's human, there's man, there's mankind. Are they all different? Are we all different? What do they all mean? Human resources. That one right there, I don't know, man. That one ain't sitting with me too well. Why do we have human resources? Why can't it just be resources? Man.
Like, I knew shit was real with our community when I asked the little kid who they think killed Martin Luther King. And they reply was Lil Durk.
Dang.
Got 3 flashlights here, a blue one, a green one, and a red one. And as you can see, when their beams all combine, you get white light. And if you take a piece of paper with a slit in it, and you block those beams, you can decompose that white light back into its constituent parts, red, green, and blue. Now this is something really cool. If you take something that casts a shadow, it's actually going to cast 3, a cyan, a magenta, and a yellow shadow.
Oh, wow.
And if I allow each of those shadows to pass over the slit, you're going to see that they block out only their complementary color.
Colors. Colors are amazing.
It's time to cut the cap. Check out this video, y'all.
Since they won't let me post these results, I'm gonna tell everybody this shit. You go to Walmart,
You get you a pack of any ground meat, ground turkey, ground beef, ground chicken, ground sausage, it don't matter, ground pork. Just get any ground meat, go to Walgreens, get the home DNA test kit, send that bitch to the lab and look at your results. They put humans in that shit.
Now, I don't know how true this is,
Whoa.
but I'm definitely going to try it. If y'all try it or have tried it, let us know in the comments. Cut the cat.
I never thought to do that.
There is a part of Scary Movie 2 that has its very own Mandela effect. Do you know about this?
No.
The quote, "Take my little hand," is the correct quote, right? From the film.
Yes.
But everybody
Take my good hand.
thinks it's "Take my strong hand." And
Yeah, it is take my strong hand. Take my strong hand.
No, it's "Take my little hand." And my mind blew today.
Really? I thought it was
realising
take my strong hand.
You take my little hand. No, get it away from.
Marley, they trying to get us. They trying to give me Michael Jackson. And I knew that was fake. They just revealed the damn words to the Lion King. And now they trying to change the words on a classic movie. And you seen how you went to that stage and you met Strong Hand. You know it. You wrote it, nigga. They trying to get you. We gotta watch our backs, bros. They trying to get you.
There is a part of...
It's take my strong hand. Everybody said strong hand. Whoa. Whoa.
Wait, so you have been affected by Mandela?
There's no way.
No, give me your other hand. Oh, my other hand isn't strong enough. You take my little hand. No, get it away from me.
Oh, shit.
I don't believe anything that's on Netflix. I gotta see who's got the DVD. No, who's got the VHS? I need to see somebody with the VHS. Put it in your VCR and yeah, because I swear it was Strong Hand.
This is General William Sullivan with an emergency message. I'm speaking to you from a CDC clean zone. Outbreak of the deadly Pandora virus is spreading rapidly. Unprecedented threat requires a worldwide quarantine. All ships must remain at sea until further. Humanity must endure.
Virus? What should we do?
They're buying it. They're buying it. Certainly plausible indeed, Joe Morgenstern of the Wall Street Journal. Now to make sure no one can call home to check, with a little help from the Make Your Own Sunday Bar. Squirt, squirt.
Our attempts to contact the mainland have met with nothing but static. It appears we have no choice. To avoid the virus, we must remain at sea indefinitely.
Yo, did they predict it? It's kind of like a person is just sitting back and watching all the Simpsons episodes and then sees one that they like and is like, you know what? I like this one. Let's make this one happen.
This might be the most ridiculous rabbit hole I've ever went down. The last part is mind-blowing. Mountain Dew flavor conspiracy. I went down this rabbit hole so you don't have to. Apparently there are world events coincide with Mountain Dew's flavor release date. Yeah, Mountain Dew's flavor names are very cryptic. Mountain Dew, the soda drink that started in 1940 by the Hartman brothers, was actually made just to cut whiskey. That's how it started. And because the mixture worked so well, it actually tastes like moonshine, which Mountain Dew is the slang term for moonshine.
I did not know
all
that.
soda drinks have like some slippery origin story. They all started out on the wrong side of the tracks, if you know what I mean. So that's the backstory. Okay, flavors. Let's start with their first flavor, Code Red, May 2001. Code Red is also code for an extreme world event. That's what happened on September 2001, an extreme world event here in the United States. Let's start with the flavor Pitch Black. First released in 2004, major cyber attack. Released in 2016, bigger cyber attack. Then re-released in 2024, bigger cyber attack. You remember in 2024, the CrowdStrike cyber attack, which affected millions of Windows computers. That could just be a coincidence, right? Okay. In 2024, they also released Star Spangled Splash. You know what also happened in 2024? The Francis Scott Key Bridge was destroyed. Who's Francis Scott Key? He is the author of the Star Spangled Banner. Yes, the bridge that was named after the author of the Star Spangled Banner was destroyed the same year that Star Spangled Splash by Mountain Dew was released. See, now it's getting weird. At first I was like, this is a cute little rabbit hole, and then it got real. Hey, follow me. In 2019, re-released in 2023, Maui Blast. So happened in 2023, the fires in Maui. Is this a coincidence? Is there a conspiracy here? I don't know. But when you line them up, it starts to look a little wild. Not to mention, also released in 2023, Baja Blast. Also happened in 2023, the Ensenada shootout in Baja, California, Mexico that left 10 unalive. I'm not making this up. I wish I was making this up. I'm not making this up. Little breakdown. You may be asking me, Brandon, what's the next one? April 6th, 2026. Dirty Dew is the new flavor.
Dirty Dew.
Dirty Dew, April 6th, 2026. What does that mean? My mind went somewhere with Dirty Dew. Let me know if I'm tripping. This was just an afternoon rabbit hole that I went down, and then I landed at Dirty Dew, April 6th, 2026. Let me know what you think that means. And maybe I'm not. Maybe, am I tripping? Am I tripping? Let me know. It's us.
Dirty Dew. What's really finna happen in 2026 then? If they doing the Mountain Dew flavors and we in the Dirty Dew era, I don't know.
I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies.
It's like the same thing, huh? Keep running back the same plays over and over again. Ain't no way. Teach me. I stopped trusting English when the teacher said give her pen was correct, but give him pen was incorrect. No, for real. It's confusing. Super confusing. Sorry if you don't get it. If you don't get it, you just don't get it. Whoa, so the child touches it and it lights up, but the adult, it doesn't. What's really going on here? They got different energies.
Take a look. This website just went live moments ago. It wasn't working before I came on air, but now it is. You can go through and check out these different files of, again, never before seen pictures, videos of things that formerly were called UFOs.
Formerly were called UFOs. There's a lot of them.
Bro, what the fuck?
Oh, whoa,
what?
Whoa.
What?
Ain't no
what?
way.
Why isn't my phone focusing? What is happening right now? Where is it going? It's landing. That.
That's nasty. Ugh. Ugh. Addiction will kill you, whether it's you using a private browser at 10 or it's just you spending your last $35 just to feel something. That's for real. Okay, y'all gonna have to screenshot these, but yeah, what's really going on with the Disney cruise? They are really trying to blame this new outbreak on rats now. Yo, who was in the comments that said that the Dirty Dew has something to do with rat poo? And now we got this with rats, and you are all just nodding along. Think about it. If rats actually carried things that wipe people out, every single person who rides the New York subway would have been gone by 2017. It is embarrassing that you buy this story. I'm just saying, man, think about it. Rats are everywhere. Why haven't we had any other epidemics? They should have been had epidemics in New York, like he's saying. Chicago, any big city. The video shows bright object falling from sky before Chicago area house fire that unalived 4. Yo, what is it then? I guess you just gotta I guess you just gotta expect the unexpected in today's time. Dang. And then it's a fire. Yo, that's a big old little explosion. Big old little, huh?
Yes! What is that? Wait, what is that, y'all?
Fuck yeah, at this point.
Is that aliens or bombs?
Where they went?
They going to get a bottle, and then they coming back. She said we better be ready when they get there. What is that?
Because we want to get pissy drunk. Say y'all want to get pissy drunk.
What is happening?
Fireworks, girl.
That is not fireworks.
It's not fireworks.
It's not.
For sure not fireworks.
Now it's fireworks? Now it's fireworks.
See how it started? Yeah. The red lights. That
As
was not
drones?
fireworks.
Like, come on.
That's supposed to be fireworks.
I've never seen the fireworks either.
Yo, the background commentary on that video was wild. Wow, we finna get busy drunk. While the aliens and UFOs right above you.
Someone cooked here.
They already have these things. And it's probably really easy to manipulate it. I'm just saying. Are humans experiencing zoochosis? I think so. I truly think so. So this is the new UFO image that they've showed us, right? This star. Doesn't it look like the little Pokemon? Staryu? Star is it Starmie or Staryu? One of them two. Whoa. What the heck going on here?
Quick, strange transformation that left many viewers puzzled, whether it was just a camera error or something else.
Cameras don't do that though. Like, why does it only mess up those details? You know what I'm saying?
Pay attention.
We'll never be able to zoom into the sun this close because it costs about $40,000.
That's why they banned that microscope.
This is a fancy camera. This is not AI.
No.
This is the sun.
Correct.
Now, some will call it solar flares.
Now let's just stop his voice right there. It's no such thing as a solar flare. What you be looking at is souls. The sun is a portal, and I've been telling my followers, my supporters, this for a long ass time. You see that? Them are souls entering in and leaving out. As you can see, it's built like an organism. Correct? And you look into the details, you will see that it's more to this sun, and it's not spinning as what they would tell you. The same thing what they tell you about the fucking earth, which the earth is not flat or it's not round. It's actually built as an eggish shape. Also, it is walls between the sun and the moon. So whenever the sun is out, this is what's going on around the sun. You have souls that's sitting back battling against unwanted souls that was not created by the creations, which are the Lumineers. You see that? You see that? Everything that they taught you when they told you, it always been a lie. So whenever I tell you that the planet is an eggish shape, it most definitely is. So whenever souls are getting pushed out and then it reverberates into a woman's body, then what do you see? An orb going into the woman's body, which is the egg. And whenever they say solar flare, think about the root word soul, because of this exactly what the fuck going on. And the reason why that it heats up the planet Earth is because of the souls and so much energy. the energy and the energy connections. Whenever people come out and say, oh, it's a spiritual war, of course it is. Most definitely it's around the motherfucking sun. Now, another day, another part, we gonna get around to what the fuck going on with the moon. It's over a zillion souls that's been collected and still stuck and cannot move through the goddamn sun portal until this day right now.
So is that what a solar flare is then? If it's a soul, like they just flaring a bunch of like souls onto the earth, you know, and the energy just shifts and changes. I don't know. It's an interesting thought though. I've never really thought of it like that, as the sun being some like soul taker. You know, like on Mortal Kombat, you had like, what was his name? Shao Tsung or Shang Tsung or whatever his name is. Shao Kahn. One of those dudes. I think it was Shao Kahn. I don't know. But anyways, he would take your soul. Yeah, man.
That's why old boy when it made the death of the goddamn auto-tune and all that. See, like I don't remember now. You know that boy was attacked. Put that boy, they put Jay on him. Hey man, destroy T-Pain, he getting too big. Destroy him. Here come Death of the Auto-Tune. You killed T-Pain, right? You made Future.
Basically.
Without you even knowing. Right? Lupe say, they got this new shit they talking about, we gotta sign this paperwork, man, talking about some 360 shit. I'm like, what that is? He say, man, that these people gonna get paid off your shows, paid off your clothes, paid off anything. You show up somewhere, they get paid with you. Man, that's slavery. Facts. The fuck is that? Who made that up? Oh, Leo Cohen? Oh. Oh, buddy them. buddy them.
Shout out to Gip, man. Gip got them yellows, got them purples, got them reds. Ice so cold, make you dizzy in your head. I don't even know if I said the words right on that. China Beta Airport visited by UFO mothership and probes in 2010. Where's it at? Can y'all see it? Is it cloaked? What exactly are we looking at here? Oh, wait. I see something moving. Oh, I see a lot of things moving now. So this is in 2018, huh? Y'all believe this video to be true? Somebody make this up? Maybe this is why like our flights get delayed sometimes and you like wondering why your flight's delayed for 3 hours. It's probably just because there's a mothership in the area and some UFOs flying around. But they're gonna say that they need to fuel your tank or de-ice your plane or something like that. Nah, I ain't heard that's real. Did you see that? And now it's getting covered up by something. What the heck was that?
Because you know what that body go? The body goes straight to the meat factory.
Whoa.
And that's what you eating.
Whoa.
So, well, I
done seen bodies, nigga.
So what you saying, once they make everybody leave the cemetery, they take the body out the casket and take it to the meat factory?
Yeah, and then resell the casket. Come on, guys, stop playing with me.
And resell the casket.
You don't think they're reselling the casket? Why the f keep on making these beautiful ass caskets and put in beautiful shit in the ground for a nigga that ain't coming back? Make sense.
You ever seen the video? A dude who took the baseball bat to the funeral and beat up the casket and told him, now bury it.
Yeah.
Told their ass bury it because, bro, when you go to a funeral, they lower the casket down. They don't throw no dirt on top of the motherfucker.
One scoop.
You feel me? They wait till you to leave. They take you out that casket, put you in a piece of shit box, and then they bury you. This is the games they play. Bro, everything is rigged, bro.
That's crazy work, and I can see that too because I mean caskets are pretty expensive. You know, they running a resale game on caskets out here. Everybody in the same city been buying the same caskets over and over again. They probably be like, that's why they be having to reschedule certain funerals. But I'm kind of booked this day, meaning we got these caskets in use. We won't have them for a few more days. We got to kind of sneak them back. That'd be crazy.
So allegedly what we're seeing here is footage from a device called the Chronovisor. Now, the Chronovisor was apparently a device created by the Vatican to allow people to see across time, not physically travel, but to observe the past and possibly observe potential futures. And the story goes that the technology was eventually buried because the implications were too big. Imagine governments being able to see the future and adjust what they were doing accordingly for their own personal gains. So the technology was buried. Now, there's no actual physical evidence of this, but that is how the story goes. And that brings us to Tartaria. Now, according to the legend, Tartaria wasn't just a place, but it was a lost advanced civilization. It was a civilization that was apparently erased from existence in the late 1700s. Now, the word Tartary does actually appear in ancient texts, and the main consensus is that it was a catch-all phrase for undiscovered lands. But the theory suggests that Tartary, or Tartaria, was an ancient civilization that was this advanced population. And in the late 1700s, during the American Revolution, there was a secret war, what they called the Great Reset, which erased Tartaria from existence. And then everything that happened after that was built to bury the existence that the civilization occurred before. Now, people point to unexplained architecture and buried monuments and megalithic structures and things like that to show the proof of existence of Tartaria. And that is what they used to try to explain the existence of Tartaria. So allegedly, this footage is from the Great Tartarian Wars of 1776. So during the time of the American Revolution, these wars were going on that were eliminating Tartaria from existence. And it was erased from the history books.
Okay. I mean, I can agree with that, like actually being a thing, the Great Tartarian Wars around that time. The whole thing that gets me is this whole Chronovisor thing, right? That makes you see across time. And if that footage right there was from the Chronovisor, like, I'm just curious, how do you get the point of view from wherever you're viewing? Like, what are you looking out of? Like, what are you viewing from? How do you see what you're seeing in that point in time? You know what I'm saying? Unless there was a Chronovisor built in that point in time and you're able to go back through that Chronovisor and look through that. And then because it was already built, of course, there's going to be one in the future. So therefore you can see one in the future. You get what I'm trying to say? But how else would you get those point of views? Are you just looking at old VHS tapes from 1776? I don't know. Wait a minute. That was crazy.
Hi, good evening.
Meat sold separately.
SW Steakhouse. Going to do a little flambe.
They're gonna do lick the bone.
Thank you, my friend.
Meat sold separately, I guess. They bought the bone. Alaskan City welcomes midnight sun with final sunrise for 84 days. You see how the sun doesn't actually set?
Okay, what if we're just consumables? He said, yeah, there are these giant antennas, and when you die, your soul goes up, and I think he said the Greys, you know, this alien race, set up this soul catcher, and that's what this whole thing is about. and as you die, it sucks your soul in, and they use it in some way. And it's not where your soul is supposed to go. They just like set some sort of intercept.
Did he say where your soul was supposed to go?
No.
No.
No, he was just more really into the soul catcher.
Well, that was one of the weirder things about some of the documents that you had at least been alerted to when you were on the base, and one of them being that humans are containers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
which the likely conclusion is containers of souls. If a soul is a real thing, whatever that.
That's what you would think.
Right. I mean, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
it's just.
I would prefer to believe that that's not true. But maybe it is. I don't know.
I don't know either. What is this? Close up of the moon? No, or what is that? Yo. What camera is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a really close up.
No way. Who's this?
Well, why are you still standing there, honey?
We got an NPC on our hands. Come on.
You okay? Yeah, you okay? There's a tornado outside.
You okay? Who is this guy,
Yeah,
Dope?
go home.
For real, who is that? What's going on?
This goddamn scooter.
Why is he glowing though, bro? Come on.
Now this shit don't make no sense. You can't make
Man, it's
this
like a
shit
filter or something.
What is this, bro? Shh. It's not a game. NPC. I told you. Can someone explain to me why was that guy knocking on someone's door when it was a tornado? Shh. Shut up! Not only that, he asked, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Stop playing with me, son. This is for the same purpose. I don't know what the hell is going on with that guy because he's giving NPC vibes, bro. Straight up. Shh. Shut up. Listen, I had enough of this, bro. For real. I'm not sure who that guy is, and it looked like he was glowing, right? It looked like he wasn't programmed to respond the way he responded. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on here, guys. You know what time is it. Shh. Shut up. But I'll tell you one thing. If I ever see a guy knock on my door on a hoverboard asking me, am I okay during a tornado? No, I'm not okay, dogs. What you doing here?
I think the hardest realization to realize that we are living in a completely different reality that we used to live in between when we were growing up.
I swear.
This world that you're looking at no longer exists whatsoever. And what I mean by that is like so much has changed between like when we were younger and now that it's almost like we shift to another damn dimension. For instance, when I was younger, I feel like reality was just so bright and colorful. Everything just seemed like a moment ready to happen in time. It's like everybody had something to look forward to when they were younger. Whether that was like hanging out with your friends, you know, being around family, you know, waiting for your favorite TV show to come on or your favorite movie to come out or your favorite album to drop. It seemed like everything had a moment.
The moments all used up at once now. That's what I think's going on. It's like you have access to everything all at once. So then you use it all up. And then moments have to continuously be created time and time again at a crazy rate now because we're consuming so much at once. And then we don't even look forward to the little moments anymore. I don't know. That's just my take on it.
We no longer live in that damn world anymore. I don't know if we jump through a damn time machine or we jump through a damn alternative universe. Another instance, when's the last time you ever see family come together like this? I never see this shit no more. Even within my own family and within friends and nobody. You know how rare it is? You know, back in the day, it's like, bro, there was a community, a sense of community. Everybody, you know, had love for one another. Everybody was genuine. Everybody looked out for each other. You don't see this shit no more. And it's sad because it's like, yo, this is a deep this is like one of the deepest part of our memories. When we think of our childhood, we think of great moments like this that just no longer exist. Except for when you come together on holidays. But yo, having a cookout or a family gathering, you remember when your auntie just used to pull up to the crib and just see what you was doing? Bro, everybody's so isolated now. It's not even funny. And I don't know if that's the product of social media and technology, or maybe this is just a different time that we're living in, but it's just like, bro, this shit does not exist. You know, even when you have friends, yo, on my block, in my neighborhood, everybody knew each other. I knew the old lady down the street. I knew Mr. Such and Such. I was like, everybody just knew each other, and they knew my grandmother, my parents, and vice versa. But nowadays, I don't know any of my neighbors. It'd be hella awkward walking past a neighbor. I used to be in my neighbors' houses when I was younger. I know that sounds crazy, but that was like what I mean by community. Everybody knew each other. Everybody looked out for each other. That was a world that just no longer exists whatsoever. Everybody's like in their own social bubble. Everybody's in their own reality. And the shit is scary, bro. This shit is absolutely scary. And I just think the worst thing about it is just like, I don't think it'll ever get back to that. I don't think it would ever go back to those moments, but that's when the world, I feel like, was the most brightest. It felt like everything was like a movie. I don't know how to explain it. Y'all know that feeling that I'm talking about, but you just don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, when you think of your childhood, growing up through your, like, as a kid, through your middle school, through your high school, and even college, like, you just think like, yo, the whole world was so different, bro. The optimism in society was just so different, bro. It's like now we living in a damn dystopian future, bro.
Yo, he ain't lying, man. When he's talking about that, everyone's so isolated. Yo, I hate it. I hate the time that we in right now. And just imagine how our parents feel. You know, if we feeling this way at our age, imagine how our parents feel about the time that they were in. You know what I'm saying? It's just messed up. I do blame social media and the phones. Just like, before social media, things were different. You didn't have social media. You just had social. So therefore, you were being social. You go outside, you go meet up with your friends. You'd be looking forward to meeting up with your friends. You wouldn't want to miss certain events because your friends are going to be there. So it's like, if I miss this, then I miss out altogether. I'm not going to see this again. But now you got phones. He's like, I ain't going. I can see it on my phone. I'll talk to such and such. I'll text them, see what they're doing. I won't even call them. I got their location. I'll just see where they're at. You get what I'm saying? All type of crazy stuff now, and it just makes things different.
This first collection of letters is just gibberish Arabic. Then Genie pulls more paper out of Aladdin's ear, and we get the words Kuntum, Marda, O, Ala. Kuntum marda o ala. In English, this means you are sick or on. Let's look at the first Quran verse. It's describing how a person should be clean before prayer. Those words appear here. And now the second Quran verse. It's another verse describing in more detail how you should be clean before prayer. The phrase appears here. Then the very next thing Genie does is take the piece of paper and wipe his behind with it.
They was trying to get us, man. It's all in the TV and the movies.
We live inside a dream.
We live inside a dream.
Yeah, that's a very Lynchian.
No, it's sort of the truth. It's sort of the truth.
Explain.
And one day we wake up and realize that it was a dream, and we realize who we truly are.
Well, dreams, they feel real while we're in them, right? It's only when we wake up that we realize something was actually strange. Let me ask you a question. You never really remember the beginning of a dream, do you? You always wind up right in the middle of what's going on.
I guess, yeah.
So how did we end up here?
So we're really like blind people groping around with these feeble little senses to determine what reality is. This is exactly what mystics have been trying to tell us for so many years, that the world is an illusion and that the real world and universe is a non-physical.
It's a little strange. It's not often that a cruise ship is viral on the news and on the internet. 2 in the same week? And one is overwhelmingly more viral, more in the news, front page of every single news. But the other one, it's horrible. I mean, what they're doing is disgusting. No one's heard of it?
You know what I'm saying?
Again, I don't know. It's just a little weird.
What about them ships? They trying to cover something up?
Please tell me all of you have seen the new released photos of 3i Atlas and the other spaceships that are currently right above. Not to mention the mothership that's parked right beside the moon and all little spaceships that are just flying around. Please tell me you've seen all of those, because I've kind of jumped off of alien talk for a little bit because of Rapture talk taking over. But the new
Rapture talk
photos that have been released of 3i Atlas. Now, mind you, there's a lot of people out there putting random shit on the internet. So there are some funny ones that are not real. But the ones that right here and right here and right here confirmed to be real, you have to see those. But the one that's around the moon, and its little spaceship friends that are just circling around, just like monitoring things and coming to Earth and going back, you guys have to see it. It is literally fantastic. We are getting past Rapture talk. Let's move past that. We're back to the aliens, because that is the one thing that is true.
This morning, a trove of images showing decades of unidentified objects is sparking curiosity among starry-eyed enthusiasts. The Pentagon releasing photos, videos, and reports of some 400 unresolved UFO sightings from the past 80 years, including this infrared video from 2013 taken somewhere in the Middle East by the U.S. military. It appears to show a star-shaped object flying erratically and leaving a trail behind. And in this audio from 1965, astronaut Frank Borman can be heard documenting an unidentified object while aboard Gemini 7.
Okay, we have several, looks like the 3 up here, actual sighting.
NASA transcripts from 4 years later are also part of this release. Buzz Aldrin telling the government he saw a possible laser in space. And these images taken from the Apollo 17 mission in 1972 show strange lights observed in space from the moon. Every Apollo mission has reported similar lights.
There are these really cool snapshots of what it's like to be an astronaut, exploring new things for the first time, and then to see things that they at first couldn't explain.
The Pentagon says this is the first of what will be several declassified document dumps about the unidentified object sightings at the direction of President Trump. The president now touts complete and maximum transparency, writing it's up to the public to decide for themselves what the hell is going on.
These files released by the Pentagon do not give any solid evidence for life beyond Earth, for alien life in general. But that doesn't mean we aren't continuing the investigation and the search for life.
Now, while this release gives a new way for people to view these files, a large portion of the incidents themselves have been publicly available, and many were taken from military bases, which tend to have a higher level of surveillance. So, with no certainty, Whit, the search and the speculation continues.
Okay, my curiosity is piqued. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
What's up with these UFOs? You think they're trying to distract us, or are they actually letting the files out? Let me know in the comments. Where? I seen a lot. I don't know what I'm looking at. Where'd it go? Did y'all see it? I didn't see it. I didn't see the UFO. Dang. Well, let me know what y'all think.
President Trump just released the alien files. And if what's in those pictures are real, then we might have a bigger problem than we think. I don't think that people understand how crazy this situation is, because it's not just a conspiracy anymore. These are official government files being released to the public. The government opened up a brand new UFO disclosure portal, and they dropped over 160 files from the Pentagon, the FBI, NASA, intelligence agencies, and military departments. You have videos, images, astronaut reports. Look at this shit right here. You have orb sightings, You got military encounters, and these are cases investigators still can't explain. You got one report describing an object making impossible 90-degree turns in the air, another report describing orange glowing orbs releasing smaller red orbs over military zones. Mind you, they got reports connected to Apollo missions, Gemini missions. You got metallic football-shaped objects appearing next to military operations. Mind you, they're claiming that many of these cases remain unsolved, meaning they can't fully explain what people saw. Mind you, they're saying that this is only the beginning, that they're gonna continuously release these.
I don't know. I don't believe the moon pictures because I don't believe the moon anything. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
These files. But I need you to go back and remember this, because they have to be getting us ready for something. This was the year of disclosure. We already knew this. So what's coming after this? Because if what they're saying about 2027 is true, this is just a small part of the introduction to everything. Pay attention.
I was getting attacked by a beaver. Yo.
Wait, what? Yo. Yo, a beaver attacking you is crazy.
Holy
Yeah, get it out of here. Look at the dog. Look at it. Oh, no, the dog done went in the water.
Yo, this thing's coming over here. Yo, it's attacking people.
We've got an important recall to tell you about concerning some items that could be in your freezer. The products contain a dry milk powder that may be contaminated with salmonella. Those items include several frozen pizzas and pork rinds. They were sold under Walmart's Great Value brand. The recall also includes pizzas sold exclusively at Aldi. For a full list of recalled products, you can go to our website, today.com.
What does Costco know that we don't? Because it was just rows and rows and rows and rows of toilet paper.
Oh, snap. Oh. Did they know? Did they know?
They wasn't joking when they said this was the age of disclosure, huh? Because what do they mean they found a second internet? Y'all know I don't look at things on the surface. I'm going to look at the patterns, the symbolism, the connection. I'm going to look at the architecture underneath the architecture. Why is it that scientists are just admitting that nature as well as technology follow the same sequential patterns? Let me say it like this. They're repeating the same mathematical languages. So the sequence patterns found in atoms, in DNA structures, galaxies, in neural pathways, and now digital systems all mirror each other. I know some people gonna say that's just such a coincidence, but y'all know I don't believe in that. See, this is where the rabbit hole opens, because y'all know everything seems to run on code. Your body is the code. Your DNA is the biological code. Computers have a digital code. Sound frequencies, code. Sacred geometry, code. Even your thoughts move through electrical signals like data transfers. Now they're talking about discovering hidden layers of internet infrastructure, huh? Almost like a parallel web underneath the visible one. This kind of reminds me of when that man discovered there was an ocean within the ocean. This is why they said that damn rabbit hole goes so deep it never ends. Just keep connecting to different tunnels, you know? What if the internet was never invented? What if humans just stumbled across something that was already here? I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. I truly believe they stumbled across something that existed naturally. Like, really think about it. Neuron pathways in the brain literally resembles maps of the universe. It also resembles internet networks. Lightning branches look like roots. Roots look like veins. Veins somehow start looking like rivers. Rivers look like neural pathways. Same design repeating infinitely. As within, so without. As above, so below. Just to go a little bit deeper, atoms communicate through what? Vibration and electromagnetic exchange. Devices communicate through what? Frequencies, signals. Last but certainly not least, humans communicate through what? Brain waves, energetic resonance. Technology is becoming less man-made And it's starting to mirror the invisible systems that were already here. Same systems that already power reality. Reality runs on frequencies, on patterns, on mathematics, on encoded structures. Then what exactly separates the digital world from the physical one? Is this why people feeling so spiritually exhausted lately? Constant signal exposure, constant stimulation, constant energetic broadcasting by human beings carrying divine biological intelligence, plugged into an artificial nervous system 24/7. Crazy part is most people still think the internet is just apps and Wi-Fi, but listen to the name, internet. This goes to show that the internet itself behaves like a living network. Am I saying that we are living in a computer literally? Maybe, maybe not. What I am saying is reality moves more like intelligent systems than what we was taught. Patterns don't lie, but symbolism and code definitely gonna repeat. And whenever nature and technology start reflecting each other this hard,
a Mountain Dew mudslide on its way. Dirty do you say? Is there more to the dew than just a flavored soda? It seems whenever a new flavor is announced, it coincides with an epic disaster. Is there a little magic in the mountain? Released in 2001 Code Red, we know what that means. Remember 2003 Live Wire and the blackout caused by a tree limb touching a transmission line? How about in 2020 to Purple Thunder when eerie purple skies kept appearing after thunderstorms? This one always gets me 2020 for Star Spangled Splash. Francis Scott Key Bridge Francis, who wrote the Star Spangled Banner, took a splash when it was taken out by a barge. Or could it have been referring to a different kind of splash? Think about this one. Although much longer apart, it's still very peculiar. Deep Dive and the Titan Submersible. January 2020 to sparks outrage with the Capitol. So many coincidences, we should start calling it Magic Dew. Do we or don't we do the do?
I need everybody that owns a vehicle and goes to the gas station to watch this video right here. Y'all see this is a gas pump, right? Okay. Y'all see that little screw? Okay. Let's look at this video, okay?
Alright, I'm at the Sunoco on Clark and West 14 in Cleveland, Ohio. This is the scam that I posted earlier that other people are talking about too. Those nails will not stop this from stopping your fueling. So when you get through putting your card in here, or if it's like tap to pay or something, if this nail stops it, your money's going to continue to roll while you're pumping your gas. So the gas stations are scamming you. So I just want to put this out there. West 14th and Clark at the Sunoco. I asked management to come out here. They did not.
Not only the gas stations are scamming you, but people are doing this too. And they're doing this so they can use your money to put gas in whatever vehicle that they are driving or own. I know he said it in the video. He said the gas stations are scamming you. Yeah, people are too. Y'all need to watch out. When you get gas, look at it. And I know I've seen this on social media for about 2 days, 3 days now. And I've been to the gas station and have not looked out for it. But now I'm definitely going to look out for it because this is happening all over the place. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Pay attention, man. Pay attention. Before you even swipe your car, lift that pump up. If there's a screw, check the sides too. Don't just check the middle where the screws was at in that video. Check the sides because, yo, this is crazy, man. And it's bad enough we got to pay a lot of gas. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like and follow for more. This is tough, man.
Yo, gas is a pretty hot commodity right now. You got to protect your gas tanks and really watch where you're getting gas at and make sure they ain't price hiking on you or doing devious things at the pump. I seen somebody, like, they pulled the pump out, didn't have it, going or anything, but it was just slowly rolling, just adding money. And he's like, I ain't even pumping gas yet. So I don't know. It's crazy. Your city is now listening to your conversations, huh? Yeah, y'all got to screenshot this, but yo, these flock cameras everywhere. I don't know how I feel about them. I mean, I know how I feel about them, but it's like, what can you do about it? I mean, you can do things about it, but what kind of consequences will there be? I don't know, man. How do you guys feel about flock cameras and them just tracking us everywhere we drive and everywhere we go? Like they know when you leave the grocery store, which way you went, and then how long it took you to get somewhere else. And if you didn't get there in a certain amount of time, that means you must have turned somewhere else. So now they're checking the other flock camera down this way. And like, oh yeah, this person, they know everywhere you're going. And now they got microphones, huh? Hantavirus. I wonder what Hanta means in Hebrew. Nonsense. Wow. Rubbish.
This morning, an Illinois resident is at home awaiting test results from the CDC after experiencing mild symptoms of the hantavirus. It's believed they contracted the North American strain of the disease after coming in contact with rodent droppings while cleaning. There are only roughly 30 cases of the strain a year, and it is not passed from person to person like the Andes virus, which was found on that Dutch cruise ship, resulting in 3 deaths and leaving health officials across the world tracking passengers. Here in the U.S., officials currently monitoring 36 people, 18 across 10 states, who either returned home early from the cruise or traveled on a plane with a sick passenger. None are showing signs of illness. In addition to the 18 Americans who were evacuated from the cruise in Spain and went straight for evaluation. The symptomatic passenger in a biocontainment unit in Atlanta has tested negative for hantavirus, and all 16 in Omaha are symptom-free, including the only American to test positive for the virus who remains in the biocontainment unit.
I think we should not be surprised if there's additional cases. But now that we've identified all of these individuals, they've gone to their respective countries, and they're appropriately being monitored, we should expect cases to drop off after that.
Show up backwards in a mirror. Like my shirt, for example, says NASA, but in the mirror, it kind of looks like it says A2A. You might think that's just a property of mirrors. They flip things from left to right, but that's not true. Take, for example, this object, an arrow clearly facing from left to right, but it's also facing left to right in the mirror. I mean, no matter how I orient this object, it's going to have the exact same direction in the real world as it does in the mirror world.
Yes.
So if mirrors don't flip objects, why does text show up as flipped? Well, there's actually an explanation for this. Let me demonstrate. If I take this book, clearly the title is forwards, but in the mirror, it's backwards. Contrast that with the text I've written on this transparent Ziploc bag.
I haven't done anything yet.
Forward text in the real world, but also forward text in the mirror.
Okay.
Well, that's because I did something different with the bag than with the book. With the book, you can clearly already see the cover of the book. But in order to see it in the mirror, I have to flip it. Because right now you're looking at the backside. To see the cover, I physically flip the book and thus flip the text. Compare that with the Ziploc bag.
So this is just common sense.
Anything, because the bag is transparent.
Yeah, this one I'm fine with.
Also
I mean, like, mirrors are crazy. You know, they do flip things a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's another dimension.
Man, so this is like really crazy for real. Having little hairs growing on your knuckles and toes is actually a fantastic physical sign that your heart is pumping perfectly. Man, I did not know that for real. But let me know in the comments section what you guys think about this.
I still got some hair on my knuckles. I think I got
More than 150 people on board a Princess cruise ship got sick with norovirus last week. The Star Princess was on a 1-week voyage in the Caribbean. According to the CDC, more than 100 passengers and nearly 50 crew members got sick. The ship returned to Fort Lauderdale this weekend, where it underwent additional rounds of cleaning before embarking on a new voyage.
All the people encouraging me to go on a cruise ship because it's the best time of your life. Do y'all know what be going on with these cruise ships? Like, why would I want to do that?
So if this ain't some crybaby whiny shit, then I don't know what is. Out of all the shit going on in the world, this what they worried about. The woman on the left is playing Achilles, who was a man. And prior to me seeing this, I was unfamiliar with Elliot, who goes by he and him pronouns, but I think it makes this little thing right here even more serious. In reference to Lupita, it says the black woman is playing Helen of Troy, who was white. Hollywood is attacking being straight and being white again. The Islamification of America, definitely not Jews. It's crazy how Muslims can be minding their damn business and just catch a whole bunch of different strays. Because how did you sprinkle Islamophobia into this thing right here? Let's really break this down, though. So in this video, Elliot, who goes by he and him pronouns, becomes deracialized, and we don't even care about the race. All you see is a woman, and you feel like they are not playing the role they're supposed to be playing. And right here, Lupita, she's degendered. She's only becoming the black who's playing the white who shouldn't be there. This is showing y'all why intersectionality is important, and it's showing y'all why these folks think deeply about shallow shit and then drown their own understanding. They was fighting tooth and nail how they care less about dehumanization and more about the price of eggs. And now that the price of eggs is going up, they then switch the goal line and start talking about symbolism in Hollywood movies. I want Hollywood to be held responsible and accountable, and I don't care about responsibility and accountability when it comes to Epstein files head ass. Dan Bilzerian is a billionaire worried about the production of movies, man. You got enough money to make your own damn movie. And the Hodge twins posted on their Facebook page. These folks so lost in the sauce of being a penny hustler, they're willing to shovel shit. You know what I mean? I'm talking about be chicken shit shovelers in the name of trying to catch a dollar, even if it comes at the expense of disrespecting people with the same skin color as them.
A lot going on with that one. A lot going on with that one. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and do that in the comments. Stop hiring humans. Yo, billboards like these scare me because, like, what's the future gonna look like? Apple 1 year in phone.
Wow.
Yo. So if an apple still looks fresh a year in foam, right? Imagine what it looks like when it's just like coated in this wax that they coat all of our apples in nowadays. You know, you get these apples and they got this like coating on it that makes it look really shiny and stuff. And then, you know, you cut the apple open and it looks nice, but in like 2 minutes, it starts turning brown like real quick. And it's like, whoa. These apples is probably a year old. Think about it. Just think about it. If you can get an apple, they already have technology to do this to make things last a lot longer. But you get these apples and then you store them and you just keep growing apples or whatever. You're just storing them to the side. They're not going bad. And then you just distributed them everywhere. Everyone has these old apples that they're selling people. Because how you going to have fresh apples everywhere you go? Do y'all see any apple trees in your neighborhoods?
I feel so sorry for you if you still think it was a meteorite that fell from
That's
the sky.
real?
Yeah, like I feel sorry
It's not
that
real.
that is the only capacity that your brain can handle, that it was a meteorite. Because I'm going to tell you right now,
crack's
that was
not
not
even
a
real on that windshield.
meteorite. But if that's what you want to believe and that's all your mind can handle, that's on you. That's not me. But this meteorite that everyone thinks it was, sorry, I'm just laughing at the fact that people think it was a meteorite. Now, the reason that I'm laughing is because so many reports are claiming that it fell in multiple states. Now, sure, things can break apart and fall when it comes to the atmosphere, but I don't recall one meteorite breaking up and going into 5 different states. And actually, one guy has a photo from his front yard where the meteorite is physically glowing. Now, some reports are saying, especially from NASA, are saying that it was 3 feet in diameter, but then multiple people are claiming that this meteorite was much larger in different areas in different states. And in one of the resident areas where this meteorite fell, the residents are claiming that there are unmarked and very suspicious blacked out SUVs all over the area. Now,
So first off, before he finishes, are we basing this off of this video that he's showing us? Or like, did this actually happen? I don't know. I haven't seen any videos about a meteorite. I haven't even heard anything about a meteorite. But like, if we're basing it off of this, that video is AI. I hate to tell it to you, but look at the sign. What does that even say? In any language? Don't know.
call me what you want, but I don't remember the last time a meteorite required unmarked black SUVs. But hey, I know what I believe in and I know the truth. So I just wanted to say, if you're one of those that still believe in the meteorite that fell from the sky, we're going to leave it at that.
I don't know what I believe in at this point, but let me know. Sorry, but no.
What?
What's it say? Carmine? What's Carmine? Y'all know what Carmine is? Oh, that's nasty. Gotta watch your food. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Like, what's really going on with Mattress Firm? Nobody knows. Yo, what's really going on here? They just pushing the car back. A dragon? Where's the dragon? Oh wait, is there something moving on that cliff? What was that? I don't know what that was.
That's a false start.
False start.
Hey, one of his legs are asleep, isn't they?
Oh, grabbing him. Dang!
I got that.
Keep your head up at all times. So this is 81 years ago, huh? They had some big old shells busting through steel pipes or poles. Hey, but them bricks stand the test of time. Like old world buildings, yo, they like indestructible unless you like really are trying to destroy it. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, man, they've been here forever. They just was spraying stuff. They said, yeah, we got these new guns. Let's go put them to use. Let's go have some fun. That's how I feel about people, and like they be doing stuff like this, you know? Like, why? Yeah. I mean, that's gotta be a UFO. That's gotta be Frieza and the Ginyu Force. Or something like, what kind of ship is that? Like, if that's not a UFO, what is it?
Oh my god. Bro's dropping 70 ball on the Honda.
Ooh.
Oh my bro.
لماذا جعلوا الأرض كروية؟ احنا راح نتكلم في حدود معينة، هو حدود العلم. إذا قلنا أن الأرض كروية، في الكرة معروفة حدودها ومعروفة قاراتها وخلاص محدودة. لكن عندما نقول أن الأرض عظيمة ممتدة وحدودنا التي علمنا هي هذه القارات، لكن هل هناك غيرنا؟ نعم، هناك غيرنا في هذه الأرض. الذي يسمونه القطب الجنوبي، لا يوجد شيء اسمه قطب جنوبي، بل هو جوانب الأرض. ما بعد الجليد توجد بوابة عظيمة جدا الدول العظمى على علم بها، والبوابة تطل على أرض أخرى هي حضارات أخرى، منها يأجوج ومأجوج. وللعلم البترول اللي هو النفط الخام، الكرود أويل اللي موجود في أراضينا هو أنهار عندهم، هو بالنسبة لهم أنهار تجري فيدخل في تحت الأرض وفي باطن الأرض حتى يصل إلى أراضينا. ليس البترول هي بقايا حيوانات أو عظام أو ديناصورات من الخرافات اللي الناس مصدقتها، ولا بقايا نباتات قديمة جدا. لا، البترول أنهار في أرضهم تجري حتى تدخل في باطن الأرض إلى أرضنا. واضح؟
Yo. Where'd that video come from? I'm just saying. All of that makes sense. He said the Gog and Magog, or Magog, I don't even know how to pronounce that, so I ain't gonna say it. But if you go into, like, you know, old scriptures and you see that they were trying to keep these people out with these great walls that we have, and we have mysteries about these great walls. What if these great walls were like failing, so they had to go to drastic measures to really get these people out? So they were like pushing them back further, and then eventually we had this ice wall with this, you know, this dome in a way, right? And the dome is actually to protect us from these outside forces or people, right? But yet we've been infiltrated by some of these people, right? They're here now, right? And what they're trying to do is destroy the dome, right? And they're trying to do this so that the people that we've been protected from can get here again, like the past. Yo, I don't know. That's just some crazy thought that I just had. But hey, let me know what you think about it.
Look at the look. You see this age chart right here? This is the right one. The one that they have been telling you is wrong. This age chart that you are seeing right here, that you're looking at, is the real one. So like me, for instance, myself as an example, I was born 1986, so I'll be 32 this year. I don't know. Scientists, they just came out and said this is the real age chart. Show it to your co-workers, your friends, your cousins, your wife, your husband, anybody you know. Show it to them, even your doctor, your therapist. Show it to them. They will tell you this is the real age chart. The one you know is wrong. This is real. So use this one right here. I'm 32. I'm going to be 32 this year. So that's my real age. Okay?
Yo. So I'm really a lot younger than I actually am. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say which one I am, but I'm a lot younger. I always get, hey, man, you really this age? You look a lot younger than what you are. Maybe it's because I am. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm just saying, you know, I'm an older guy, you know. But does it really look like it? How's the skin hidden?
Look at Google. Check Google. It's the real one. All right, guys? Thank you.
$100 in silver, 1926 versus 2026. Y'all, wish I had been in 1926. Snagged all of this and some gold, probably. That's crazy. Look how much it's worth now. Research finds that complaining literally weakens your brain. Every time you focus on what's wrong, you elevate cortisol and reduce the brain's ability to adapt.
The only thing I don't let my kids do is play football.
Whoa.
Huh? You won't even watch it.
Why you don't like football?
Because if they fall in love with it, that's the only thing I'm gonna tell them they can't do. CTE is a real thing, and y'all act like it's not real.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah, the pay, the healthcare afterwards. Albert Hayward's one of my real friends, and the way he was paid in the NBA and the way they treated him. I mean, in the NFL,
yeah,
and the way they treat him after the NFL. Nigga, how dare I tell my kids to pick up a football? Like, y'all need help, and like you the good one. But what about the ones that Junior Seau's?
Yeah.
Right? Y'all just call them crazy until what? Y'all can dissect their brain?
Right.
No, ask questions, man. Go home with these people. Right? But nah, man, that's too much banging in the head. Squirrels don't deserve that.
Y'all heard him.
Had to eat some human because my money is low.
What?
Not bad. Next time I buy an apple, though.
Do people hear the shit that they say out their mouth? Like, people don't think no more, bro. They just talk and exist. Like, we walking with clones, bro.
Facts. Like, what? You're okay with that? Oh, what? In the Thanos, what's going on in China? Is this China? It's got to be China. I don't know. That sounds crazy saying that. Somewhere in Asia. Y'all think that's real or AI? Whoa. No. I can see it though. I can definitely see that being a thing. Yo, they be dyeing the fruits. Yo, where is this at? Anybody ever seen this before? Nah, for real, like, where is that at? That's a huge statue.
I'm highly suspicious of this tree.
Facts, me too. Come on, man. They trying to fool us with those.
We all had a feeling about who's behind this, but it's still crazy to see.
I mean, who else would be behind it?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I look to my left, and I'm like, damn, that's a nice Cybertruck.
That's a dumpster.
Yo. Shout out to all the Tesla Cybertruck owners. This was in 1962, huh? Imagine what they have now.
Hey, what's your biggest financial flex?
My last name.
What's your last name?
Churchill. My family owns this place. That's my best
Wow.
GT.
My great-grandfather started $1 billion company. It affects over 50% of the human population.
We're closing in on a $4 billion transaction.
My dad actually owns one of the largest peanut butter companies in the world. Also have 3 horses in the Kentucky Derby.
I bought 1,400 shares of Tesla when it IPO'd, and I'll leave it at that.
Diamond studded. The matching chain and bracelet, 180.
I won't have to work until ever. I'm set for life. My dad put $1 million into Tesla when I was young.
How much is it worth now?
Around $50 million.
Great-grandfather started Delaware Telephone Company and eventually became Verizon. I still have the stock of Verizon.
I grew up in Brazil. Neymar was actually my neighbor. I have multiple $1 million mansions in Alaska.
Why Alaska?
It's the last frontier. I own one of the most prestigious golf courses in the United States. It's $1 million initiation fee. It's Blue Cut National.
Dad has a Gulfstream 700. It's like 70 mil.
My grandparents are from the slums of India. Now I go to the best engineering college in the country.
My dad, he built money out of nothing. I wouldn't be shit without my dad. They made 30 plus family members reach financial freedom.
This video exposed the biggest lies that modern culture tells people. If you notice, every flex came from a father, grandfather, or family structure. And it's because there is no wealth without family structure. Modern culture really wants you to believe that you could do everything on your own, that you don't need a family, that you could delay children. You just need to focus on yourself and somehow you'll be able to build wealth. And that's one of the biggest lies most people ever been told. But the reason this lie is so prevalent because the powers that be, they understand that the less families that are being created, the less competition that they have for power. The less family structures being built, the more individual consumers they'll have in the market. The internet keeps selling this hyper-individualistic fantasy where everyone is supposed to move solo and think alone, stand alone, build alone. But no one has ever built wealth that way. If you understand and you research the history of wealth, you'll understand that it's always been about controlling resources, controlling land, and having family structures so you could be self-governed. It was never about these materialistic ideals that we see today where it's all about having the cars, the house, the designer clothes, the jewelry. Now those things can be a byproduct of wealth, but that is not the core of what wealth is. Real wealth is family structure being built together, investing together, putting each other in position, passing business down, passing stocks down, passing relationships down, passing the game down. And you cannot do those things if you're not building a family. So many people these days have completely removed themselves from the wealth game simply because they're not doing these things. Excuse my language, but we in a fuck them kids era. Without realizing that mindset is just shooting yourself in the foot in the end. That's why I always laugh when people act like family structure and marriage is these old school, outdated concepts. The wealthiest families understand that these concepts are still extremely necessary in order to build wealth. Because while the average person today is being taught to move like an individual, wealthiest families in the world understand that you have to move as a team. So you can chase career, get the nicest cars, get the nicest home, wear the flyest clothes, travel all over the world, but if you're not building family structure, you are not building wealth. You are just renting a lifestyle.
So y'all trying to just rent lifestyles or build wealth in this life? I guess it starts with the family structure. So pick them wisely.
So back then, I didn't know that somebody would come forward with information that verified this, but Ra explained that they started out on Venus 2.6 billion years ago. And they said they had a strong affinity for the pyramid shape, meaning that they built it all over the place. So Corey, that's what we're going to call the show, right? We've talked about this. The show is called So Corey. We're not going to call it Cosmic Disclosure anymore.
This is kind of a similar format.
So Corey. Isn't it interesting that it says that they were building pyramids all over the place 2.6 billion years ago in the Law of One?
Very much so, since one of the things they've discovered in Antarctica is a number of super large pyramids that date back about 1.8 billion years.
And you also dropped a bombshell on me when I was working on Ascension Mysteries, which is not only had I heard from Richard Hoagland's top insider, who we're calling, I want to make sure I say the right name, we call him Bruce. We mind if we call him Bruce? Yes, we call him Bruce.
If you've ever seen Monty Python, you'll get that, but not one person laughed. He's freaking dying on stage. Oh my God. He told me that we're in a cosmic junkyard. And what he meant by that is that there are these pyramids and obelisks that look like they're made out of some kind of crystal on moons and planets all over the place in our solar system. But he was told that that's as far as it goes. We haven't explored past the boundaries of our solar system, because at that level, what we're calling the Military-Industrial Complex Space Program, or the MICSSP, that's all they know. But then, Corey, you told me that there's more pyramids and obelisks of crystal out there than just in our solar system. How widespread is this thing?
It is in the approximately 52 closest stars in what is called the I keep using the NASA term, the local stellar
local cluster.
The local star cluster is
Yeah.
what they call it. But yeah, it's approximately 52 stars, and we're right smack dab in the middle of them. And because of our location and the dynamics of our location in the cosmic web, it is a supergate, a very coveted supergate that allows these beings that do a lot of barter and trading to travel all across our galaxy and into other galaxies.
And in the Ascension Mysteries book, I didn't have a slide in here for that. I didn't know he was going to say that, but I actually researched that claim, which he just tossed out on the phone. And sure enough, there is a vertical, what they call plasma chimney, right next to our sun that goes straight up out of our galaxy and off into the cosmos. Totally validating what he was saying. Because, Corey, the stargates, when you actually get a stargate, you're going to see some plasma around it, right?
Yeah, well, normally what you see is the kind of the effect you see on the road, the mirage effect when it's hot outside. And it's not like on Stargate where it's a flat thing that you just walk through. It is a sphere, and you can enter in it from all directions. They'll have one of those opened up, and there will be personnel with their equipment all heading. It looks like they're all about to run into each other in the middle, but they disappear and go in. And it also, I've seen large like metal beams that they're transporting for construction. They'll open the portal in the middle of it, and the beam will fold up and then go in like spaghetti almost.
Oh, wow. I always hear new things. That's what's so amazing, is when you have a real insider, like the fake ones on the internet, they keep recycling their story. When you get a real insider, you toss them a totally random question, and you get this amazing answer you never expected. I'd never heard that before. It's really cool.
Yo, y'all believe in these space portals out here? Stargate SG-1? You know what I'm saying? It's probably true. Kind of like Stranger Things, in a way. Portals to other dimensions, different lands. I don't know, man. Would you go through a portal if you seen one? Like if a portal just popped up, like would you put your hand through it? I don't know. I ain't gonna tell you to do so either. You know what I'm saying? If you see a portal and you put your hand through it, you didn't hear that from me. I didn't tell you to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what's on the other side. But if you want to, go ahead. Let me know in the comments what happened. But yeah, these are some of the most creepy and strange TikToks that are out there. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bells on. And until next time, YouTube, peace.